Welcome to another installment of America's #1 talk show, Suck It Oprah, Between Two Showeries. I'm your host, Dax Skylark, with my co-host and ex-lover, Veronica Devereaux. On tonight's episode, we'll be discussing a modern-day scarlet letter and how it applies to today's social norms.
There's a huge controversy going on about whether virginity should be considered a modern-day scarlet letter. It seems that if you're a virgin, you are uncool or undesirable. To discuss this topic, we've brought in 3 people from different times. John Harvey Kellogg, back from the dead, Kim Kardashian, and Tim Tebow.
First off, please join me in welcoming Kellogg Cereal's very own, John Harvey Kellogg. Pleasure to have you, John.
It's nice to be back.
Hi, John.
Thank you for having me on the show.
John, it's nice to have you back from the dead. First off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you did?
Well, Veronica, it is very nice to be back, thank you. I was a medical doctor in the 1900s for a sanitarium. I'm a heavy proponent of abstinence and am heavily against masturbation. I'm well known for my campaigns that were a bit, to put it lightly, extreme against masturbation.
Interesting. Now, do you think that there's a difference between today's Americans' beliefs and the beliefs of your day?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. All I see today are these pretty women walking around in their booty shorts and crop tops, and I don't like it. Not one bit. Back in my day, we had self-respect and were proud of ourselves and our bodies, which is not what I see today.
Very interesting, John. Now, the media has put a lot of pressure on young people lately to assimilate and just fit in and, just be like everybody else. So, what has shocked you the most about the treatment of people who have chosen to remain abstinent?
Now, that is a great question, Mrs. Devereaux. See, I think they have it all, reversed. The way virgins are treated now in this society is the exact reverse of what it was like in my society. Now, they were regarded as the upper echelon of people, whereas now it is all these self-degrading women who are looked better upon than those who choose to not have sex.
I definitely agree with that, John. I think this one over here could benefit from some of that advice. Anyways, how do you think people can fix how they perceive people who stay abstinent?
Well, I think by a rigorous education of sexual activity and the dangers of it associated with it will help teach children, young adults, and even adults the moral and mental degradation that comes with sexual activity and masturbation. Now, when they realize the benefits of abstaining from each, they will look better upon those who do abstain.
Alright, well, I really appreciate coming on the show. It's been kind of a pleasure, not gonna lie. I was mildly disturbed, to say the least, about your responses, but, well, let clowns be clowns. The sooner you leave, the better.
It was a pleasure. It was nice
I'm honored
being here, Mr. Devereaux.
Yep.
Sorry about that, folks. After this commercial break, we will have another very famous guest on to discuss the topic of virginity with us.
Hi, I'm Ariana, and Boston piano is my choice.
And welcome back. Continuing on with the show, today we have joining us Kim Kardashian, a famous person. So join me in welcoming her, Kim Kardashian, everybody.
Hi, guys. Hi. Mwah. I'm so glad to be here. I just wanted to start by saying I'm a huge fan of Dak.
I'm a a huge fan of you too, Kim, whatever it is that you do. Well, on today's episode, we're asking our guests what they think about today's modern society's Scarlet Letter.
What's a scarlet letter?
Well, Kim, how do I put this to you so you'll understand it? A scarlet letter is something that people see as bad or uncool, and they look down on it. In this case, we're talking about virginity.
Okay, well, I guess if you're a virgin, you're lame. I mean, if you're a virgin, it's for a reason.
A reason?
Well, yeah, if you're a virgin, that means that you're weird or ugly or a loser or something like that. I mean, if you're hot, why wouldn't you sleep around? Everyone does it.
I'm not sure that's how it works, Kim. Why do you think virgins should be perceived this way?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone has sex. I mean, I'm famous for having sex. I have no talent, but because society is so pro-sex, I got my own TV show and I'm a supermodel. I don't regret my sex tape at all, and my mom's proud of me too.
Sadly, that's true, but how do you think society should treat virgins?
We need to tell them to just grow up. Everyone eventually has sex, and those who don't are pretty much as bad as poor people. I mean, why be poor when you could be rich? It's like, why be a virgin when you can have sex?
I'm not sure you know what you're
Okay,
talking
look. The sex tape was the best decision of my life. Virgins are unattractive losers, and they need to have sex to be normal human beings like the rest of us.
So, sorry about that little tangent we went off a little bit there with Kimmy back there.
Hi, Sarah McLachlan here. Every hour, a beautiful animal like Zoe here is abused or neglected. These animals just need food, shelter, and love. So to do your part, call 1-800-ANIMALS right now to make a difference.
And welcome back to Between Two Strawberries. Next on today's show, we're having NFL's very own, or used to be very own, Tim Tebow. What up, boy?
Pleasure to meet you, man.
You too, Tim.
Excited to be here. It's great. A lot of energy in here.
So, Tim, you've inspired your nation with your strong morals and your intense faith, especially in the field of football. So, could you tell me a little bit more about your views on abstaining from sex until marriage?
Well, I think virginity is the most attractive quality someone could have. I mean, it means that that person is really close to God and Jesus Christ himself. I think it shows that they value themselves a lot and that they're waiting for the right person.
That's it's pretty interesting, Tim. So, why do you think that today's high school kids are constantly making fun of and looking down on virgins?
I think it is because they've grown apart from God. I mean, the people that have lost their virginity are the real sinners in this world. And the people that are still virgins, I think, are the cool people.
So, seeing as that you don't think virginity should be considered a scarlet letter, what do you think should be?
I don't think that there should be a scarlet letter. Under God, everyone is really equal to him. He blesses us with everything, except for a job as a starting quarterback. But I know God has a plan for all of us.
All right, so last question, Tim. What do you have to say to those virgins in high schools that are constantly being made fun of? And what advice can you give to them to, kind of stay away from the peer pressure and not give in?
I'd say to follow the path that God has laid out for them as followers of Christ. I think that they should stray away from the life of lust and focus on other activities, such as football. I like football.
All right, fair enough. Well, that's all the guests we have for today.
I'm a free agent, sign me.
I have to say, it's been a pleasure having you, Tim.
Yeah, it's been great, sir. I think it's a pleasure.
So I think after tonight's interviewers and digging into this misconception, I think we've all learned a little bit about today's Scarlet Letter. I think it's important that people need to respect other people's choices and not be so critical about their ways of life.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I think after tonight, I have definitely realized that our society is very judgmental, and we just need to learn to be respectful and forgiving of other people's ways of life.
Well, that's it for tonight's episode. And as always, suck it,
Okay,
Oprah.
Hi, I'm John Harvey Kellogg, and I eat Cheerios made with 5 whole grains. Don't touch yourself, kids.